God is on our side. God is on our side. God is on our side. They tried everything. Fugazi Reds, this, that, and the other, tried to give us penalties, this, that, and the other. But we still managed to win. Nous sommes le méchant Paris Saint-Germain. Mais faut rester concentré. Faut rester concentré. On refait les bails. Give us Dortmund. Give us Real Madrid. We got things. We got to score to settle. We got to score to settle. But first and foremost, message to all the haters. Kit District. Dr. Mix-a-Lot. Personally, all the haters out there. Cállate la boca. Shut your mouth. Fermez vos gueules. All the people who said, Bayern's gonna smash you, you guys are... Cállate la boca. Shut your mouth. Fermez vos gueules. Voilà, I'll say it in 3 languages for you guys. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Y qué fue? ¿Y qué fue? Voilà. PSG showed why we... Voilà, you know what? You know what? You know what? All those people saying PSG... We're the 4th best team. Voilà, voilà. We're not even favorites. We're not even favorites. We're the 5th. Dortmund have a better chance than us. Real have a better chance than us. Fluminense, Chelsea, they're all better than us. PSG are 5th. We're the worst ranked team. We're the worst team out there still. We're the worst team out there still. Voilà. Voilà, faut dire. We're still the worst. We're still the worst. Voilà. You know what? That's what the people say. We're still the worst. Voilà. Well, what they gonna say now? ¿Y qué fue? Not gonna lie, we gotta be honest. This was a difficult game. This was a difficult game. But at the end of the day, who cares? We still the best. We still smacked them. Voila. Guys, let it be known. Let it be known. That this entire tournament, voila, since the June 15th, whatever it started, PSG's only conceded a single goal. That was against Botafogo. Voila. Only against Botafogo. That's the only goal we conceded this entire tournament. Every other game, clean sheet. Every other game. We played Dortmund. We played Inter Miami, which, okay, when I said Inter Miami, why there's Messi, people say, oh, Messi. I didn't see him. Voilà. We played Atletico Madrid with Sorloth, with Griezmann, with Alvarez. Nothing. We played the mean Bayern Munich with Harry Kane, Jamal Musiala, Michael Olise, Gnabry, all of them. Thomas Müller. Nothing. And still, we still did it. Voilà. Try giving a Fugazi penalty at the end, but it don't matter. C'est le méchant Paris Saint-Germain. Voilà. All that, you know what? Keep hating. All those people keep flipping hating. Keep flipping. We were 9 men. We were down by 2 men, and we still scored. Les gars, vous avez cloché ou pas? We were down by 2 men, and we still scored. Ousmane Dembélé goes, smashes the bar, but unlike Dog he comes back, stays lucid, and he puts it in. And then, nice little tribute to Diogo Jota. Respect. So not only is he scoring, but he's paying tributes on and off the pitch. I like Dog with his disgusting behavior after losing the Nations League. Mais faut rester concentré. Voilà. And I want to say, just stay on that topic. To stay on that topic. All those people who said, PSG don't need Dembélé. PSG are so good even without Dembélé. They said the other, did you guys see today? The best player in the pitch, the best player in the world. Le meilleur joueur au monde. El mejor jugador de fútbol del mundo. Came onto the pitch. What happened? We scored twice. Ousmane Dembélé was on the pitch the 2 times we scored. Wow, that's right. He was there when we scored both goals. 𝙎Ďuhé. First one, just a little side tangent. Anybody still saying what? 𝙎𝙬𝘼𝙋𝙏𝙀 Golden Boy? 𝙎𝙬𝘼 Golden Boy? People still saying that. Why are the Arsenal fans? 𝙎𝙬𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙏 Golden Boy? People still saying that. MLS. 𝙎𝙬𝘼 MLS, they're still saying Golden Boy? C'est fini. Voilà. Did 𝙎𝙬𝘼 do that against Bayern? No, he didn't. Voilà. Did Dogmal do that? No, he didn't. Voilà. Cállate la boca. Voilà. 𝙎Ďuhé, the future Golden Boy, and Ousmane Dembélé, scoring today. The Ballon d'Or winner and the Golden Boy winner, both scoring, helping PSG to go through. And that shows you just how important they are. Voilà, doubt us down. Keep doubting. We're still not favorites, right? We're still not favorites. Voilà. Cállate la boca. Fermez vos gueules. Voilà. They tried everything. Achraf Hakimi is top 4 right backs all time. He's not 4th. I've said it before. I'll say it again. He's top 4 right backs all time, and he's not 4th. Once again, you mind telling me who got the assist for the Ousmane Dembélé for the future Ballon d'Or winner? Achraf Hakimi. Once again. Voilà. Cállate la boca. Voilà. What are they going to say now? Ils vont dire quoi maintenant? Voilà, ils vont dire quoi? Voilà. But let's actually do some tactical analysis here, voilà, because you go and you look at this game, Gotta go and say, honestly, first and foremost, respect to Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich, of all the communities, except Dr. Mix-a-Lot, you know, mocking PSG when I was on TikTok live, you deserve everything coming at you. But all the other Bayern fans, honestly, respect Bayern Munich. Respect Bayern Munich, and also respect to Thomas Müller. Final game for Bayern Munich. Illustrious career. What a game. What a man for the sport. So big respect for that. Y'all ain't get anything. Honestly, also because Bayern, you know, they are the home of our national treasure as a Canadian. The Canadian sensation, Alphonso Boyle-Davies. So shout out Bayern. W game from Bayern. I got no issues, Bayern. Bayern, their fan base isn't toxic and anything. I got no agendas against them. So respect Bayern. And it was a really even game. And also, as a point to note, get well soon, 𝙀𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙏. Voilà. We all saw, you know, the tackle, so on and so forth. And for those of us who were unfortunate to be able to see that instant replay afterwards, yeah, it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty. So I hope, for me, from all the PSG fans, we hope you for a speedy recovery, and we hope that the damage isn't too bad. And we hope to see you on the pitch as soon as possible. But now to, you know, get some tactical analysis here. This game, first and foremost, just as a football game, guys, we got to go and say, what a game of football. What a game of football. This game, even though for a long time it was 0-0, this has to be one of the best 0-0 games at that point that I've seen in a long time. Best 0-0 games I've seen in a long time. This game was worthy of a Champions League final. Voilà. Faut dire. This game was worthy of this FIFA Club World Cup final. Voilà. Two teams going at it. Two great teams. Two teams that like to have the ball. Two teams that went tit for tat. Chances both ways. What a game. What a game. What a game. We look at the overall statistics, first and foremost, looking at the momentum here. You had definitely Bayern, you have to go and say, for large parts of the game, probably dominating most of the momentum. But PSG with their spikes here came a lot from the counterattacks. The 𝙀𝙬𝘼𝘾𝘼𝘼 ones, the 𝙬𝙀𝘾𝘼𝑍𝑐 ones. 𝙬𝙀𝘼 had a couple chances in there, etc., so on and so forth. I remember there's also the Fabian chance that he had. We created chances, but Bayern as well. Got to be honest, Bayern also created chances. So we went tit for tat. Both teams, this was a boxing game. You gave me one left hook, I gave you one left hook. We went tit for tat. And honestly, what a great game to watch. Looking at the deeper underlying statistics here, there's not much to say. Bayern with 54% possession, but obviously a lot of that possession, the shift in possession came due to the fact that PSG was down not one, but two men. Let me be reminded, two men. And if you look at the first half, PSG ever so slightly edged Bayern. In the second half, this is where the possession really weighed in Bayern's favor. But looking at the overall, PSG 2.01 XG to Bayern 0.6 XG, 13 shots to Bayern to 11 shots for PSG, 5 shots on target apiece, 3 big chances for PSG, 2 big chances missed. Bayern with more passes, PSG with more fouls, less fouls committed by 1. This was a very, 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 very even game, you got to go and say. And Bayern, honestly, on another day, could have won this game. Voilà. We can go and say PSG won, but Bayern was really stiff opposition. And honestly, this is probably one of PSG's most difficult games in a long time. In a very long time. Bayern had us at moments. I'm not going to lie, for example, defensively, Hakimi today really was feeling it by 𝙀𝙖𝘖𝘾𝑝𝘼. Michael Olise versus Nuno Mendes, I think they went tit for tat on that one as well. Chances on both ends. Donnarumma had to make some good saves. It was just a brilliant, very even game of football here. But again, 2 chances for PSG. 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙼𝘖𝙞𝙍 to who, honestly, I'd have to go and say, up to that point, I think he'd had a good game, but I don't think he was crazy by any means. He sometimes had a couple bad passes, bad touches, but I think it's a new role playing as a number 9, trying to compensate for 𝙀𝐼𝐾 Dembélé. And he did his bit. He did his as best as he could. And obviously, as 𝙀𝐻 Dembélé came on, went back to his more traditional or more familiar right wing, and really, you know, we saw why 𝙎𝙬𝘾𝙼𝑑𝑢 is going to win the Golden Boy, and why 𝙎𝙬𝘾𝙼𝑑𝑢, finally, honestly, now is probably, you know, climbing up the ranks for the Ballon d'Or. Now, how high does he rank? For me, he's knocking on the door for the top 10. Personally, but that's just me. He's not there quite yet, but he's knocking on the door. Knock on wood. But yeah, honestly, 80 minutes played, 1 goal, 2 shots on target, 2 shots, one chance created. But he did his things. 1 out of 2. Didn't dribble nearly as much because obviously he's central, so he doesn't nearly get, you know, one-on-one take on, so on and so forth. If you take away his goal, obviously I don't like using that term and whatnot. I think he was okay, but with this goal, huge goal, important moment for us. What a player! What a player! I think he scored his goal in the 78th minute, crunch time, important times. Comes off the pitch 2 minutes later. I think, you know, we come off the pitch right after scoring. But what a performance by him, and he did us so much good. And then the other player I want to talk about, I thought 𝙁𝙁𝑘𝐼𝑎 as well did us a whole lot of good. 𝙁𝙁𝑟 was absolutely excellent, but hey, 𝙀𝙀𝑚𝑑embélé, 𝙀𝙀𝑚𝑑embélé. Ousmane Dembélé hit the woodwork one time in 3 total shots. This guy in 20 minutes shot 3 times, hit the woodwork, scored a goal. They got. And people kept on telling me, nah, we're going full swing for this one. People kept on telling me, PSG don't need Ousmane Dembélé. PSG is not all that important. Cállate la boca. Cállate la boca. Shut your mouth. What do you see? Dembélé comes onto the pitch. Bang, bang, bang. We score twice. Right now. Comes onto the pitch, gets a second goal. Rattles the crossbar first. Action doesn't finish. Achraf Hakimi, brilliant play. Lays it off for him. Bang, golazo. And then, of course, emotional tribute for the late Diogo Jota. Right now. Guys, what more does he need to do? What more does he need to do to win the Ballon d'Or for you guys? What more does he need to do? Because at this point, he wants to get big games. He was there today against Bayern, one of the best teams in Europe. In the final, in the Champions League, he was there, 2 assists. Semifinals, goal assist over the 2 legs. Quarterfinals, assist in both legs. Round of 16, scored a goal at Anfield. Et qu'est fouet? One more. Faut quoi de plus encore? Voilà. Now I'm actually curious in the comments. What more does Ousmane Dembélé need for you guys to do to go and win it? Because now it's going to be, what now? All of a sudden, this is a Club World Cup. It's not that important. This, that, and the other. I already know the excuses. When you guys were bigging up the Nations League, that before you guys were saying was a cardboard trophy, we're saying this is a Ballon d'Or game. This is a game to decide the Ballon d'Or. This, that, and the other. Now we have an actual FIFA Club World Cup, which you can think whatever you want about it. The winner of this championship, the winner of this tournament, will be deemed the best team in the world. I'll go and say that even if PSG lose it, even if PSG don't win it. Voilà. ¿Qué fue? Maintenant, c'est quoi? One more. What more does he need to go and show you? What more does Ousmane Dembélé need to go and show you to go and prove that he's the best player in the world? Voilà. I'm just asking questions here. I'm just asking questions. Mais bon, voilà. It's okay. Voilà. Haters gonna hate. Haters gonna hate. And now, obviously, to get on to the moments of the game. The first red card, obviously, 82nd minute. First of all, I want to talk about what happened in the first half. The foul on the Musiala thing. Honestly, if that's given as a pen, I could see it. If that's given as a pen, I could see it. I think it's tough because the thing is, Donnarumma, Musiala is not really anywhere near the ball. Donnarumma tries to play the ball, and it's a contact injury. It's really unfortunate. Michael Taylor, he saw it. I don't think it went to VAR, but I can understand. If you're a Bayern fan, I can understand your frustration. But honestly, as I said previously, get well soon, Jamal Musiala. It's really unfortunate, especially that he only just recently came back from his hamstring injury. And I think now he could be out, who knows how long, 3, 6 months. He's going to be out for a while. So get well soon and prayers and thoughts to Jamal Musiala. It's really unfortunate. Right? You always want to see the best players playing on the pitch. And I know that probably rattled the Bayern Munich players as well. But then potentially you could also say, give him extra motivation to go and do it for Jamal. But you got to go and be honest. That was a huge factor in this thing. But now obviously to the things that, on PSG's and whatnot. 82nd minute. William Pacho goes on a tackle, red card. Now I'll go and say it. You guys can go back and watch my live reaction to it. Seeing it live, I'm like, ¿Qué pasa? What happened? At first I was like, why is this even a foul? I didn't see it. And then on the replay, he doesn't get the ball. His foot is high. And honestly, in this modern game, you can't, for me, uncontested. No contest. That's a red. That is a red. No. Yeah. I saw it. I was like, you know what? That's a red. No contest. It's unfortunate. William Pacho, who I think this season in the Champions League didn't get a single caution in all the 17 games. He played every single minute for PSG in the Champions League, every single one of them, all the time. Not a single yellow. It's unfortunate, but it's deserved. It happens sometimes, and that means we're not going to be able to play with him. And then the thing is, though, after that, so you get that red card, you're already down. You have to go back to 4, so on and so forth. And then there's the Hernandez one. Oh my gosh! And honestly, is there contact? Who knows? I think there's slight contact. But the thing is, though, that is so stupid from Hernandez. And I've said it before, Lucas Hernandez, this is one of the things, I have tremendous respect for Lucas Hernandez and whatnot, especially for, what he did with France, the 2018 World Cup, so on and so forth, and how good he was last year before, he tore his ACL. But now at this point, sometimes in football, you need to know, you need to be up with the times. You can't be stuck in the past, can't be nostalgia bias, no nostalgia bias. At some point, Lucas Hernandez, thank you for everything that's happened, so on and so forth. But at this point, it's going to have to be pack your bags and find yourself a new club. Voilà. We'll put it kindly. Pack your bags and find yourself a new club. Thank you for all your services. You can even get a ceremony if you want, but pack your bags. It's time to go. It's time to go. I think you still can play football, but at PSG, as Jimmy Carragher said, leave the football before the football leaves you. Leave the club before the club leaves you. That's how I'm saying it. Right? Because it's stupid. There's no need. He does that often at times where he tries to shrug off somebody. It's high. It catches him. Even though there's minimal contact, you can't go and argue. The ref sees it. He has a perfect line of sight. You can't really argue with it. You cannot really argue with it. You can't really argue with it. And honestly, now you're going now with, I can't even speak right now. Avec du recul, with looking at it, coldly with some a couple minutes after the game, after the full-time whistle, you go and say, yeah, it's deserved. I mean, what more do you expect to happen? You go elbow the player, no knees, you don't even need the ball, you're not trying to play the ball or anything. I can hear it. And after the thing is, so the Fugazi thing, though, that penalty, I do small. Last one I'm saying, if that was given as a penalty, oh my goodness. If the Bayern had scored there, I mean, I'm not saying that we were still, PSG was still at that point, 2-0 up, so it would have been 2-1, probably still see out the game, but I would have gone and I would have been a lot more mad, to put it that way. Thank God for VAR. And you see, this is when people go and say VAR needs to go. This is why I love VAR. Unfortunately, it wasn't there for Madrid in 2022 and other games and so on and so forth, but today, VAR did its job. And you see, hey, you know what, Madrid catching strays. I don't know, is it convenient? Whenever there's a decision like this, it actually goes to VAR. And specifically with that, let's use Bayern as an example. Bayern last year in the Champions League with 𝙁𝙁𝙁. Did they go to VAR for that one? No. But this one they went. Voila. Just some consistency. So Anthony Taylor, I don't know what you were looking at. Initially, he did not touch his face. Maybe there was contact here, but we didn't see, not clear and obvious. Did not touch the ball, hit onto his face. Correct decision. Muchas gracias. Merci beaucoup. And with that, we move. 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙏. And now quick to talk about the semifinals. Obviously, I'm recording this 50 minutes before kickoff of the Real Madrid-Dortmund game. Who knows who's going to go through? I'm assuming most likely Real Madrid are probably favorites to go in that win. Obviously, it's going to be a hate watch. We're going to want Dortmund to go through because we've got things to, settle from last year. Hey, but if 𝙀𝙀 make it through, if Sacrifice FC make it through, we also got things to score. We also got scores to settle with them as well. So whichever team goes through, we'll be ready. Voilà. On sera prêt. And yeah, that's basically it. That's all. Shout out to all the people that were on stream. A lot of people were there, obviously. I screamed this victory. But I saw this is obviously not bigger than the Champions final. Easy. But honestly, of the Champions League run, so on and so forth, everything that happened, the way the finish, so on and so forth, the team you're playing, is below Liverpool now. Second leg against Liverpool. But it's third biggest game this season. Voilà. Ahead of Arsenal, ahead of Aston Villa, ahead of all those games. Third biggest game this season. Voilà. The way, the mentality, everything went against you. Every call was going against you, but you still did it. And that's the mentality. The PSG of a couple years ago, we fold, we crumble. PSG of Eminem, Messi, Neymar, Mbappe, we fold. We fold like a foldable chair. But this version, faut rester concentré. And si Désiré Doué, we stay locked in. It's not done. Le boulot n'est pas terminé. We want this cup. My mentality, as soon as we got into that tournament, we're in it, we win it. If we're in it, we want to win it. Et on refait les bails. It's not going to be easy, mais faut rester concentré. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. It's been a pleasure as always, and I hope to see you in hopefully, if I can get it on time, the Real Madrid-Dortmund game. Shout out, I've got a Discord. I'm not going to say I've got a Discord server. We've got a Discord server now. So if you guys want to be a part of the community, if you guys want to, post memes, get football updates, all that, the Discord server is going to be the first link in the description. So make sure to go join there, have some fun. It's going to be a pleasure having you. And maybe in the future, I'll be able to bring you guys on at halftime to discuss in voice chats to be able to discuss the game and maybe just do general watch alongs together. So it's been a pleasure as always. Thank you guys very much for listening to me. And I hope to see you guys soon. And remember, stay safe, stay kind, and stay blessed. Godspeed.